The UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski will defend his championship against tough opponent Ilia Topuria at UFC 297, which is an exciting development for MMA fans across the world. This much-awaited match is set to take place on January 20th, in Canada's dynamic metropolis of Toronto. Volkanovski and Topuria's fight is expected to be a display of high-caliber skill and determination. Both fighters are well known for their technical mastery and strategic knowledge, laying the groundwork for a contest that will no doubt have spectators on the edge of their seats. The highly anticipated bantamweight battle between Petr and Yadong has apparently been cancelled due to an injury received by one of the competitors, which is a letdown for MMA fans everywhere. According to sources close to the situation, text exchange between Yadong and his manager, which states that Petr is injured. This unfortunate turn of events is a big setback for both athletes, who were surely hoping to make a statement, and maybe earn a crack at Sean O'Malley's bantamweight title. The former heavyweight champion of the UFC, Cain Velasquez, recently discussed his experiences working out with Sergei Pavlovich, a rising heavyweight contender. The Russian fighter has been making waves with an impressive 6-fight win streak and has been named as a backup fighter for the highly anticipated title fight between Jon Jones and Makhachev. Velasquez spoke highly of Pavlovich's abilities. Here is what he said. With Sergei Pavlovich, I've actually trained with him a couple of years ago. Obviously when he wasn't at this level yet. He's really tough to deal with. Me training with him at AK, not a lot of guys get the better of me. He was one of those guys where it was very difficult to do what I wanted to against him. Good, strong wrestling background. Very strong wrestling defense. But also hard punching and really good striking. He's really tough to deal with. Jon Jones, the heavyweight champion of the UFC, has spoken candidly about his latest training session with Gordon Ryan, a legend in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. After the exhausting training session with Ryan, Jones had mixed feelings. Here is what he said. My boy, Gordon Ryan served me up a large hot piece of humble pie tonight. It was exactly what I was looking for. At the same time my emotions are all messed up. Going to have a hard time sleeping tonight. Expect singing videos at 2 a.m. Fans of the two fighters can't help but look forward to the results of this partnership, as Jones continues to improve his grappling techniques under Ryan's guidance. The idea of a revitalized and more adaptable Jon Jones entering the octagon has increased the anticipation for the forthcoming bout versus Makhachev. Just 5 weeks before his highly anticipated fight against Khamzat Chimaev, scheduled for October 21st, Paulo Costa revealed via social media on Sunday night that he had recently had surgery on his right elbow. Costa posted pictures of his injury to highlight the extent of the harm. He needed 10 stitches to fix his elbow during the treatment, which caused great concern among fans about the future of the co-main event fight. However, Costa put such worries to rest in a recent interview, stating his will to face Chimaev and dispelling any suggestion that his recent operation may impair his performance. Here is what he said. I've chased this guy and I know he wants one excuse to get out of this fight. He doesn't want that fight. I want this fight so bad and I will not let him escape so easily. So I just asked UFC, please keep me in the fight. I even asked the doctor to not let the UFC know, but that was not possible, so they reported everything to the UFC. I'd like to say thank you to the UFC as well for keeping me in this fight, because bro, I truly believe if we fight 100 times, I can beat him like 99% of the fights. I have all the tools to beat this guy. He's a wrestler. He has nothing for me. He has a big head, long arms, slim body. He will do nothing against me. I will defend his first takedown, and I'm going to knock him out. So I want this fight so bad, that's why I'm still in this fight. I did a surgery, but it doesn't matter, I'm going to be there anyway. Michael Bisping, a former middleweight champion of the UFC, has expressed his displeasure with the most current Tapology wrestling rankings, especially because of the positioning of Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. Charles Oliveira is presently ranked 3rd on the well-known website, and Islam Makhachev is ranked 16th. The MMA community has expressed concern about this rating, including that of Bisping, who questioned the standards used to determine it. Here is what he said. That's kind of crazy if you think about it. The reality is, they'd fought before. Islam Makhachev went out there, took him down, choked him out. So does that trump his wrestling ability? His grappling ability? His overall acumen in the clinch? I'd say so. Charles Oliveira is incredible, but when he went up against Islam, he got beat. And he got beat at his own game, meaning submitted. Islam Makhachev is a better grappler than Charles Oliveira. It doesn't matter about all the accolades. All the submissions win, all the records that he has broken. Oliveira is the man. I love watching him fight. He's probably the most exciting fighter in the UFC right now, but he's not a better grappler than Islam Makhachev. Bisping's defense is based on Makhachev's ability to defeat Oliveira by submission, which amplifies the strength of his grappling abilities. And Bisping thinks Makhachev deserves to be ranked higher than Oliveira in the grappling world. Please leave a comment on who you believe is the better grappler between these two. Thanks for watching. If you're a fan of MMA, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss an update. Also leave a comment below with your thoughts on today's news. Keep supporting the sport, and we'll see you in the next one.